Hello, team 285. Happy Sunday, January 23. Dr. C ringing in for this week's announcement, what to get ready for, what you've done. And I want to emphasize, and I can't emphasize it enough. Please make sure you watch the video breakdowns that I do in the announcements about what the expectations are and those expectations specific to the demands of the rubric. Make sure that you are not writing opinion pieces, thought papers, or otherwise, that anything you write has to have some factual reference to sources, resources that you will find in the Shapiro Library and the Shapiro Library alone. I would like to caution you extremely at this point in time, just do not use Google and do not use Wikipedia. I am not denigrating their abilities, their what they offer, but we have here at the university one of the premier e-libraries in the United States of America. And I can say that because I've taught for other institutions. I've also been an online learner, and this is by far the best online library I have ever seen, and it has an incredible volume of help, speaking directly to the e-librarians that are there for you. There is also research assets in there, so if you're stuck, if you do find articles, there's also a citation engine. So citation should not be a problem relative to the APA demands. Okay? So make sure that you go to the library. You read first, then you write. If you're not happy with your writing, reread. University level education requires reading, sustained reading, not cherry picking, okay? Not just pulling one or two sentences or a paragraph down. You have to sustain your reading. What does that do for the brain? What that does is increases your vocabulary, which is absolutely and unequivocally necessary to be articulate and exact and clear for any one of your disciplines in here, from poli-sci to human services to social science, sociology to criminal justice. We can never be misunderstood. We are in the problem-solving professions. I've said that before, and I can't emphasize it enough, but that is the lens that I look through with the rubric, grading rubric at my side to make sure that, yes, you are getting to that point if you're not already there, and that you will get there relative to being articulate, clear, concise, succinct, and fact-based. So eliminate the I feels and I believes. If you read research, you get a chance to see how researchers who do this for a living, and they're no different than you, they're just a little bit further along, how they write, how they cite, how they use plain language, how they're accurate, and how they avoid at all costs the I feels and I thinks and I believes. No opinion. They may have an opinion about a problem, but they always back it up with authentic, factual references to peer reviewed research. The other thing I want to caution you to is that do not say you can't find something, that it doesn't exist. That is tacitly, unequivocally untrue. All right. No matter what problem you think you want to investigate, whatever intrigues you, that's great. I've seen some great problems, but you must not say you can't find something, that it doesn't exist. Okay. That's just wrong. Please don't do that. All right. And I'm not saying this to be punitive or anything else like that. I'm just telling you that's the way it is at the university level. And take your time, plan your time, allocate your energy wisely. So, what did you do in Mod 3? You took the Check Your Knowledge quiz. There were resources that are outstanding. You make sure you access those. Okay, right down the line, you completed the journal assignment for week 3. Credibility threats. Make sure you review the resources, complete the what went wrong assignment, etc. That's what you've done in Mod 3. I know many of you are working very hard on that. That's outstanding. Resources. The problem statement. Make sure you review those resources there. And we will be talking about problem statements and how to craft an effective one. Not easy to do. It takes time, takes effort, takes reading. And make sure you completed the graded quiz. Mod 4, here we are at the halfway mark. Okay, now a lot of people get all befuddled when they hear the word research. They think, oh my gosh, I've got to be a scientist at some sort of Ivy League college. That's not true. What it really is just about an investigation and looking for facts, okay, and looking for those tools. Let's call those tools research methods or methodologies. That's basically your investigative tool. That's going to help you find the truth. So when you get to the truth about something, or about a small sliver of a larger existing problem, when you get to the truth, now you can tell people and you can become that expert in your field. We have to be experts in our field, and we're only experts if, in fact, we read and cite. So Mod 4, here we go. Take the Check Your Knowledge quiz to identify areas of strength. You know that. Review the resources. Please, I can't emphasize that enough. They are outstanding. It took a lot of work to be in there. There's a lot of vetting and scrutiny that goes on during the development of these courses, and they want to make sure that you know that you have access to the best of the best. Complete the Project 2 milestone. Let's take a look at some rubrics. All right, 4-2 milestone 2. What's that rubric look like? Milestone 2 guidelines and rubric. Okay, I'm going right down to the rubric. Any one of you can read all this sort of thing. You can read that. You know what to do. Follow the bulleted points. And when you get here, what do I have as a guide? Now, this is not the world according to me. This is the world according to our professions, our disciplines. We have to be articulate. We have to use excellent grammar, structure, and sentence spelling. We have to be able to cite. Select research studies and make sure you exceed proficiency in exceptionally clear, insightful, sophisticated, creative matter. I've mentioned this to a number of you, that you write to teach. I am your student, okay? I am a blank slate, so teach me. Data collection patterns, I'll be looking for those. The patterns, the purpose of varied data collection, and down here, citations, right here, okay? For what you find, what you identify. Back to Mod 4. Project 3 methods. Let's go to that rubric. Scrolling down. All right, look at what's at top. At top, articulation of response. If you're not clear, then everything else after this is not going to make any sense. So this is the gatekeeper for clarity, for being concise, comprehensive, detailed, along with your citations. Down at the bottom, you'll have citations. Everything else, this is the meat of the order here, how well you identify and explain the methodologies, your benefits and the drawbacks and the rationale, clearly with factual reference, which means you have to get into the library and you have to write. You have to write and cite. Read, write, and cite. Okay? So that is what's going on. I am here to help you. I will not deceive you. You will be excellent. Do not give up.